Hey and welcome back to another episode of Just Call Me Josie. We are doing the If I Could Only Keep One tag today. I saw Kelly Gooch doing this on her channel and it seemed like fun, so I wanted to try it as well. Now anyone that knows me, or say anyone that's known me for like an hour, have probably already picked up on the fact that I am maybe not the best decision maker. It's not my forte. However, if you do ask me, I am pretty good at decision making. It's just that it takes me a while to get there. I have to know all the options. I have to weigh pros and cons. And then maybe I can make a decision on what I am eating for lunch that day. So with that in mind, this tag, if I could only keep one, was kind of difficult for me. I did a lot of thinking. I did that off camera though, so you will only hear my answers. You don't have to hear my back and forth of my pros and cons list at all. I will spare you that. So the questions are surrounding what makeup items in each category would you want to keep for the rest of your life, meaning you can't use anything else. So you have to sort of figure out what makeup look you would want to rock for the rest of your life. Would you want a nude for the rest of your life? Or would that be super boring? Would you want a colorful lip? What eyeshadow palette? So yeah, that's sort of the challenge with today's tag. So let's get straight into my answers. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is sort of a primer. She says you can use it underneath makeup, mixed in with your makeup, as well as on top of your makeup, but I happen to use it as a primer, so this would definitely be my primer choice. The reason I decided to go with this one is because it leaves your skin with such a magical glow. It looks definitely lit from within, and it is definitely something special with this one. Not all illuminating primers can do what this one does. It also has both glycerin as well as squalane. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but those two are really skin-loving ingredients that would also keep you hydrated, which is great. So sort of multi-benefit with this product. Can you hear my girl slurping down her water? I hope not. You probably can. She's a thirsty girl. Oh, you couldn't show your face? Come. Come. I'm gonna stand underneath the makeup table instead. Okay. Can you see her? Can you show your beautiful face, girl? Do you see her eyeliner wings? She is so gorgeous. Hi. So next up, I had to commit to a level of coverage in my foundation. That one was quite tricky indeed, until I had the brilliant idea of picking the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops. Now these drops are truly magical in the sense that you can customize your coverage. If you pick one drop, you get light coverage, two drops you get medium, and so on and so forth. So if I pick this one, I actually don't have to commit, which I thought was pretty awesome. So this one is definitely my pick if I could only keep one foundation. With this one, you can sort of also customize the finish you want as well, depending on what you mix this in with. So that's also a bonus. I would probably be mixing this one in with my primer, and that would give me a super luminous and beautiful finish, and I am quite happy with that indeed. I could not for the life of me decide if I wanted fluffy, natural looking brows or if I wanted to define sort of more dip browy brows that I have on today, and I went with the dip brows because sometimes the look just calls for more of a structured brow, and I wanted to have that option. So for those reasons, I would pick the ColourPop Dip Brow. I don't know if that's the official name, but that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't remember. This little thing in this pot is what I would keep. Now bronzer was probably one of the easiest ones. I did pick my holy grail, and that is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the latest shade, which is Bali Sands. This one has sort of a sheen, but not really. I wouldn't say it's a super luminous bronzer, but it's not quite matte either. Satin is probably the word for it. Sort of an in-between, which is a nice compromise if you like. And this one has a great shade. It is light enough for my skin tone. It looks super natural, which I enjoy. And this one would work both for those natural no makeup looking days, as well as the more intense ones. You can pile it on, sort of. I don't know if you were actually supposed to pick a contour, but I decided to do so. This is the Cover FX Sun Tan. It is technically a bronzer, but it is a super cool tone. So this is the shade that I would pick as my contour, and this one would also work if I got myself a tan, which doesn't happen often, but it might since we're talking a lifetime, one can hope. So this one would double as a darker bronzer as well as a contour when I'm super fair. I decided to pick the 100% pure blush because they have more clean ingredients that won't break me out. I decided to not go with the most neutral shade that I had, but I did indeed go with the second to most neutral shade that I had, so tiny bit daring but not so much really. This is the shade Peach, and it has tiny hint of peach in there, but it's still pretty neutral, and I feel like this one wouldn't clash with any of my eyeshadow looks or my lipstick, whichever one I pick. This one would go great with all of those, I feel like, because it is such a neutral shade but it has just a hint of warmth in it as well. I went back and forth quite a lot in the highlighter category. It was really hard to pick just one, and I did not know at all what to go for. I didn't know if I wanted a more natural looking one or if I would miss that sort of pop-in highlighter. I probably would, so for that reason I decided to go with a more intense one. And yeah, I feel like I would miss out if I went for a super natural one. You can sort of shear out a intense one to be a bit more natural looking. And then I have the brilliant idea to go with this one from Ofra, because here I don't have to commit to a single shade. I have multiples. I have a whole wheel of colors, so I thought that was pretty neat. This is the Ofra Beverly Hills highlighter, and it is quite intense indeed. I am wearing it on my face today. I feel like this would be my best bet and the one that I wouldn't get bored of so easily. Oh, picking the lipstick. This one was incredibly hard. I did not know what to go for whatsoever. I think nude is the best option. That is what I did decide to opt for, but I might get bored out of my mind down the road. But since this is not actually for reals, I feel like I can definitely pick a nude. So that's what I did, and I picked the one that is on my face today. This is the Urban Decay Matte Stark Naked Lipstick, and this is my favorite bullet lipstick ever. Looks like this. I don't have much left at all because it does get used quite often, and the reason I picked this is because it goes with absolutely everything, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why I picked it. It's also super comfortable on the lips even though it is matte, and because it has a slightly matte finish it won't get stuck all up in your hair, which drives me insane. So I can also wear this on the windy days, which is quite nice. So yeah, my lipstick pick is the Urban Decay Matte Stark Naked. I decided to pick a lip gloss as well because the girls gotta have some options when it's this limited. I feel like you could sneak a gloss in there as well. And I picked the Fenty Gloss Bomb. And I don't like lip gloss whatsoever. I've mentioned that on my channel before, and that is still true. This one is different somehow. I can't quite place my finger on it. I think it's a mixture of the color being spot on. It gives you some life to your lips, and it has super fine shimmer in it that gives you sort of a plump look without looking shimmery at all. So they really nailed it on that one. And then obviously the texture and the formula of it is probably what I like the most. It is not sticky whatsoever, and they say that about a lot of glosses, but then I try them and I still feel like they are sticky. Anyone else feel me on that one? But this one is the least sticky one. It is almost more of a thick, creamy consistency without being sticky. I think that's the best way I can explain it. And yeah, I really thoroughly enjoy this one. I do get a lot of use out of it, and it smells absolutely divine. It really does, so go smell it. That was weird. For mascara, I picked the Buxom No Name mascara. It has no name on it, so I don't know what it's called. Oh, Lash Mascara. That was very innovative, Buxom. Very innovative. Did I say innovative? That's not even a word. It is the mascara that I am wearing on my lashes today. It makes them really black and long and voluminous at the same time, so this mascara sort of does it all. Plus it is cruelty free. It is indeed the best cruelty free mascara that I have discovered, so this choice was actually quite easy one, even for myself that can't make decisions for the life of me. This one was quite easy. And then last but most certainly not least is the eyeshadow palette. And committing to an eyeshadow palette for the rest of my life, I don't even need to tell you. how that makes me feel. It makes me feel some kind of way, but I have to pick one since I myself decided to do this tag. So I chose the Colourpop Yes Please. And this is not my ultimate favorite palette, I don't think, but it is definitely up there. I do really like the quality. But the reason I picked this one is definitely for the shades and the shade selection and the color story. You can do tons with this, and most importantly, you can do both neutral as well as color. So I feel like I got the most options here, and I don't feel like this one would let me down, and I also don't think I would get bored that quickly. Might take at least a year before I got bored. This one would definitely be the one that I would pick if I could only pick one. Dear God, please help me. Okay guys, so that was it for today's video. Please let me know down below in the comments at least one product that you would keep from one category, or the entire list. That would be super awesome to read as well, but at least one would be super fun for me to read. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you go, and feel free to subscribe. I upload 3 new videos every week, so hopefully I will see you in my next one. Take care until then, bye!